5 of the deadliest snakes. An encounter with one of these reptiles could cost you your life. 5. Black mamba. Africa's deadliest snake, the black mamba, Dendroaspis polylepis, can kill a person with just 2 drops of venom, Life Science reported. Named for the dark, inky color inside of their mouths, black mambas are actually brownish in color. They average around 8 feet (2.5 meters) in length, and can move at 12 miles per hour (19 kilometers per hour). The lengthy snakes are born with 2 to 3 drops of venom in each fawn, so they are lethal biters right from the get-go. By adulthood, they can store up to 20 drops in each of their fangs, according to Kruger National Park. Without treatment, a bite from this African snake is just about always lethal. Here's what a black mamba's venom does to your body. Once injected, the venom interferes with activity at a junction where nerves and muscles connect, resulting in paralysis, Ryan Blumenthal, of the University of Pretoria, reported in The Conversation. Because the venom is also cardiotoxic, it can lead to cardiac arrest. That was the case for a South African man who got bitten by a black mamba on his index finger, Blumenthal reported. By the time he got to the hospital, within 20 minutes, he was already in cardiac arrest. Even though doctors treated him with anti-venom, the man ended up dying days later, Blumenthal said. 4. Fer-de-lance. A bite from a fer-de-lance, Bothrops asper, can turn a person's body tissue black as it begins to die, according to a 1984 paper published in the journal Toxicon, opens a new tab. These pit vipers, which live in Central and South America and are between 3.9 and 8.2 feet, 1.2 and 2.5 m, long and weigh up to 13 pounds, 6 kilograms, are responsible for about half of all snakebite venom poisonings in Central America, according to a 2001 study published in the journal Toxicon. Because fer-de-lance venom contains an anticoagulant, a substance that hinders blood clotting, a bite from this snake can cause a person to hemorrhage. 3. Boomslang. About 24 hours after being bitten on the thumb by a juvenile boomslang, also called a South African green tree snake, herpetologist Carl Patterson Schmidt died from internal bleeding from his eyes, lungs, kidneys, heart and brain, researchers reported in 2017 in the journal Biochimica et Biophysica Acta. The snake had been sent to Schmidt at the Field Museum in Chicago for identification. Like others in the field at the time, 1890, Schmidt believed that rear-fanged snakes like the boomslang, Dysphalidus typus, couldn't produce a venom dose big enough to be fatal to humans. They were wrong. The boomslang, which can be found throughout Africa but lives primarily in Swaziland, Botswana, Namibia, Mozambique and Zimbabwe, is one of the most venomous of the so-called rear-fanged snakes, according to the University of Michigan Museum of Zoology. Such snakes can fold their fangs back into their mouths when not in use. As in other deadly snakes, this one has hemotoxic venom that causes their victims to bleed out internally and externally, the museum reported. 2. Eastern tiger snake. Native to the mountains and grasslands of Southeast Australia, the eastern tiger snake, Notechis scutatus, is named for the yellow and black bands on its body, though not all populations sport that pattern, according to the Australian Museum. Its potent venom can cause poisoning in humans in just 15 minutes after a bite and is responsible for at least 1 death a year on average, the University of Adelaide reported. 1. Russell's viper. Around 58,000 deaths in India are attributed to snake bites every year, and the Russell's viper, Deboia russellii, is responsible for the majority of these mortalities, according to research published March 25, 2021, in the journal PLOS Neglected Tropical Diseases, opens a new tab. This species is considered one of the most deadly of the true vipers, researchers reported in 2021 in the journal Toxins, opens a new tab. In Sri Lanka, where this nocturnal viper likes to rest in paddy fields, they cause high mortality among paddy farmers during harvest time. The snake's venom can lead to an awful smorgasbord of symptoms: acute kidney failure, severe bleeding, and multi-organ damage, researchers reported in the Handbook of Clinical Neurology in 2014, opens a new tab. Some components of the venom related to coagulation can also lead to acute strokes, and in rare cases, symptoms similar to Sheehan syndrome in which the pituitary gland stops producing certain hormones. Victims typically die from renal failure, according to the handbook. That's it for today's video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.